Hi, Sudis. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Sim, thank you so much for this. Sim Naya, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, when all these people come out to gaslight themselves and telling you that black people are not helping or black people are not doing this, I hope you pull out all these kind of videos and show them and tell them to get a rest or call their people to come and assist them. Because tell me how this Mexican man went up on podcast to say that you know no matter, I mean, he said the quiet part out loud. Like, how? Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes I feel like who you support politically also determines the kind of person you are. Yes, I have my reason for saying this because when you see someone that is politically grounded and enlightened, there are some people that they will not support. And tell me how this man said what he said out loud and saying that even if this orange man go to our Fifth Avenue and unalive people, that he will still drum his support for him. This man, his people are being unalive too, and they are being sent back, deported, and they are looking for help. I don't know if you know what I am saying, right? And they've been calling on black people to assist. In fact, calling black people, not even assist, calling black people names that they are not showing up. Now, I hope you share this video to them. Tell them, go and meet your people because your people are all fully in support of this man. Let's get into this video.
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable.
God.
Yes. I
You
am
should
okay
not
with
have
that.
said that,
That sounds
on this podcast.
insane.
You should not
I
have
know,
said
it's
that.
insane, but I'm
That
just
is-
trying.
So you realize how indoctrinated you
It's
must
not
be?
indoctrination.
Your brain is fried. Do you hear what you just said? He could go and shoot somebody.
Yes,
And he's not
because-
God. He's not Buddha, Jesus, any of our other higher powers. That
I don't.
I bring I have questions in mind when I'm arguing with Trump
Go.
supporters, and one of the questions
Please
that I
ask,
have,
'cause it's
well,
you.
it's too late now because one of my questions is like, what's the line for you? Because I feel like every time
There
a
is
line
no
it's
line.
not racism. It's
Well,
not
obviously, yeah.
being a predator.
It's not deporting people. It's not being.
It's not deporting people that
rapist,
look
it's not
like
any
you.
of
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable. Yes.
Can we stop platforming dumb people? Seriously, this ignorant fool decided to say if Donald Trump was to go to Fifth Avenue and unalive someone, he will believe that it is justifiable. Do you hear how that sounds? That sounds very insane and privileged for you to say that about Donald Trump. I don't know what be wrong with these Trump supporters, but I feel like their brain cells are really Skittles for real. Cause do you hate yourself? Mind you, Donald Trump is the same dude that almost got unalived by someone else while he was giving his speech. And you thought getting on a platform and stating that if he unalives someone, you will justify it is okay? You need to really reevaluate how you talk and how you speak about situations. Because let me tell you something right now. You saying that Donald Trump could unalive someone and you'll be okay with that, you better hope and pray that no one unalives him. Seriously. Because there's people out here who are plotting. Literally. There was like 2 or 3 days ago, someone was plotting on unaliving Donald Trump. And I don't agree with their antics, but the way you guys been acting has been insane. And y'all need to really start thinking about what y'all say out of your goddamn mouth. I said what I said.
Hey, want to know why us Trump haters have the moral high ground here? Want to know why we know you're in a cult?
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable. Yes. I am.
You know, this country is in immense danger because of y'all. And one of the interviewers goes on to say, like, would there be a line for you? And he says, oh, there is no line. That doesn't concern you. If that doesn't concern you, you are sick. You're sick. So I really don't ever want to hear, why do y'all think you have better morals than us? That's why. People like that represent your party. The Republican Party is gone. You have overtaken it and turned it into something absolutely disgusting. So yeah, are our morals better than yours? Yep, absolutely.
Go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him. Because
Can we talk about how crazy it is that George Santos lied about everything, became an elected official, got kicked out, and now he's just on a podcast and he's like still talking about politics? Why do we give this dude a platform? Why are people still watching him? Why, like, I just don't understand. Can someone please explain this to me?
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change.
So I really don't care about George Santos. I'm indifferent on him either way. Definitely not a good person. But I think he is indicative and a baseline example of MAGA, as they are in this day and age and the here and now. I.e., these videos really aren't for them because obviously nothing of any type of substance is going to get through. These are so that you know that you're not crazy in the way that you're thinking. So be safe and be better.
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable.
God.
Yes.
How does one beat that? Like, truthfully, having a real conversation, how can you beat something like that when you have followers that literally treat you like a god? They literally treat you like a god. The reason why the Democratic Party can't come together is because we feel like a leader has to be like 110% one direction, one way. They have to have every single idea and rule and thought that we have. But for them, they don't need that. They will make any excuse for that man. How does one win? And honestly, to have that mindset in the first place is scary. And those people still consider themselves to be Christian when that is idolatry to the max. They aren't. They aren't. They know that he's able to push an agenda that they want, and they're putting it on, oh, we believe in Donald Trump, and we da-da-da. No, y'all just hate people. And
there is only one place where I will be telling all of you about my DM exchange with a man by the name of George Santos. Yes, I had a DM exchange with George Santos in December of 2023, and I haven't really told anybody about it, but I will be telling you everything and so much more on Thursday, May 8th at our live show, Friends Only, Molly, Rob, me, 8 p.m. at Westside Comedy. The show's going to be a blast. It's not a stand-up show. It's a live pod show. We're going to spill the tea. We're going to do hot topics. We have Kiki Monique, aka the Talk of Shame, as our special guest. You can come out, you can meet us, you can take pictures with us. So many people have been like, oh, I wish you would do you always do the live show on the East Coast. Why don't you do the live show on the West Coast? Boom. Here it is. The tickets are linked in my bio. And if you buy your ticket today, I will Venmo you $1. Wow, okay. In this economy, you're welcome. So yeah, buy your tickets. I know it's like a month away, but just like I know I'm being a little annoying. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Our players, Frumpy Dump better get his pardon papers together because his own DOJ is requesting that Georgia Justice Boy and George Santos be sentenced to 7 years behind bars. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into the latest. So as we all know, honey, in 2023, Georgia Justice Boy and George Santos was charged with 23 felony counts, honey, accusing him of doing everything and anything under the sun to get that shmoney. Baby, they said he was stealing identities, stealing credit card information, lying and saying he was giving money to his campaign when he really wasn't, taking the money back, all kinds of stuff, honey. It was damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. Now, this was all while he was still the representative. They went ahead and expelled him from Congress, and he later pled guilty to some of those charges. Now, Georgia Justice Boy and George Santos is scheduled for sentencing on April 25th, and now the Frumpy Dump DOJ has asked for 7 years. Oh, yes, honey, it's true. On Friday, prosecutors for the Eastern District of New York asked for a sentence of 87 months for Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos to reflect the seriousness of his unparalleled crimes. Prosecutors said in the filing that Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos fabricated his past and engaged in a series of schemes, including inflating his fundraising numbers and stealing from donors. He lied to his campaign staff, his supporters, his congressional colleagues, and the American public. George Santos' conduct has made a mockery of our election system. Don't that sound familiar? But I digress. Now, in response to this, Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos attorneys asked for a sentence of 2 years, the minimum allowed for the aggravated identity theft, followed by probation. George Santos has acknowledged the gravity of his crimes and agreed to pay nearly $375,000 in restitution. His lawyer said, and I quote, "His conduct, though involving dishonesty and abuse of trust, stemmed largely from a misguided desperation related to his political campaign rather than inherent malice." Now, of course, Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos, who is still active on social media despite his disgraced state, took to social media and said, and I quote, "The DOJ wants me to go to prison for 87 months while they let actual traffickers walk free. They give drug lords slaps on the wrist and, most importantly, refuse to prosecute the cabal of running around in every power structure in the world, including the U.S. government." All right, players, so that's what Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos had to say. It's going to be very interesting to see if Frumpy Dump grants him a reprieve. I mean, he is known for this. He's done it recently to a fraudster. I mean, why not Georgia Justice Board and Judge Santos? All right, players, put it in the comments. This is WD Mo for the Black News.
So you, of course, remember disgraced former Republican George Santos, who was expelled from Congress in a bipartisan vote after being indicted by the DOJ. What you may not have known is that Santos was actually running for re-election as an independent in his New York district. Well, no more, because he's officially dropped his bid for re-election, which came at the same time that the quarterly filings were released, showing that George Santos raised all of, hope you're ready for this, $0 toward his re-election. Dude didn't raise a single solitary dollar, which is actually a good thing because it gives George more time to focus on his true passion in life, winning volleyball championships for schools that he didn't attend.
So this is all I got from this video. And looking at his past story, his past experiences, should I say experiences, or his past life, or what is going on behind him, or what is going on with him at this point in time, you definitely will say the reason why he is supporting who he is supporting. Because sometimes some people's behavior, the way people think, also the way people behave, determines the kind of people they work with and their support. And at this point in time, you can see why his undying or unwavering support for whoever he is supporting at this point in time is very glaring, because you all know why. He had so many stories. When I say so many crazy stories, for those that do not know Judge Santos, you can Google him up. And also being the fact that he was also caught up on app, uploading some not like great videos and all that, and also being like, why being with another woman, and he was also caught. See, I don't know how to say it, but there are some people that I will never regard, no matter how hard you package yourself back to bring yourself back into the system. I will never support. Even if you come back in the next 20 years to tell me that you are a repentant person or you change. I know people change, but there are some things that I will never let them come around me. And someone like this is also part of the reason. And now let me tell Mexicans, Latinos, all of you that have been calling on Black people to assist and help them. See, all these videos are the kind of videos that when each time I look at them and I am like, no, you cannot be asking for help. Or you all cannot be out there, looking for a way to make people that look like me look like they are the bad person. And your people are out there doing the very most. You all have to pick somewhere to, you have to pick a side. It is either you all are massively on a good side or you are, but I can see that majority of you are on the bad side. So next time you all wake up to call people that look like me to assist you, I hope you send this kind of video to them and tell them, look at your people. They are the ones that voted for what it's going on around you people now. Because tell me how these people saw that they are all in danger. Their people are in danger, and they choose to vote the way they voted. And still, they are still coming out to gaslight us straight up in the face and tell us that even if, see, I used to tell you that some people are not normal, some people are abnormal. So he is telling us that if this man comes out and take away life at this point in time, that his support, hey, I'm sorry that I'm screaming, but it's really I don't know, but this is to tell you that people really do not care about you. Some people are that selfish that the only people they care about are them and those people that cope. Sincerely speaking, I am not shocked, but I am surprised that somebody will say that I am going to support somebody that is willing to unalive someone. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. How can somebody say something like that? That is disgusting. Sincerely speaking, that is very disgusting. It's a disgusting thing to say. And then this man think, I don't know why, but man, if this man is your idol or this is someone you look up to, you need to look around. You need to look around because you probably might be blind or have partial glaucoma. What do they call it? Cataract. You are not seeing right. If this is someone you look up to, this is someone you watch, you are not doing great for yourself. You need a change of life and a change of everything. Bye for now.